Hello everybody, welcome, a new episode. We're gonna drive around New York City. This is my first time back in New York City. I was away in the Netherlands, so after the quarantine, this is actually also the first time that I'm outside. And it's a beautiful day. It's Sunday, January 10th. It's sunny, it's a little bit cold. Bane is ready, Dirk is ready, I'm ready. So let's see what's happening in the city. That's the Freedom Tower. He's back again, or we're back. And this is still Soho. We're just gonna zigzag a little bit around here, see what everything looks like. Look, they have these little houses now to do indoor-outdoor dining. Look, that's so cute. As I said, some restaurants really spend time and others just have an ugly outdoor chat. I'm sure it's a lot of money. They are spending a lot of money. This is, feels like New York is getting a little bit back to normal. People walking their dogs with sweaters, getting a coffee on Sunday. I mean, there's still not a lot of people right now because, everything going on. Normally it would be so crowded here. But I think the people that have been here, they are longing for normalcy, back to normal. So whenever they have the chance, they will try to do it. I agree with this message. New Yorkers, support your small businesses. So we're crossing Broadway, slow. There's Broadway. We're driving towards Nolita. I had a favorite coffee place of. It's gone. Even this hotel, Solita, closed. Gone, it looks like. Yeah, nobody is staying in New York City anymore. So we're driving through Little Italy for a bit. It's like the border of Little Italy and Chinatown, so you'll see some Italian things, Chinese things. Big tourist attraction here. All tourist attractions, but there are barely any tourists except here at Banh Mi Miss Saigon. In Chinatown, it's business as usual.
Oh, these are all gone. This is not open today.
Yeah, these are closed.
Normally it would be filled with stuff.
If you're very quiet, you can hear him play. If these stores are closed. What? So normally it's full of people here on the streets selling stuff, but as you can see, half of it is gone. So the people that are still here, they're trying to make it business as usual. They're even selling from their cars, and other people are gone. You know, the story is that normally in New York City, to get an outdoor place like this is actually a parking spot, and it's very expensive. And you can get a permit. I believe a few years ago there was a contest where you could get one parking space for the year to have an outdoor sitting area, and then only one would win it or a few would win it. It was like a big deal, and now restaurants are just allowed to just get permits, and I don't think they have to pay much or anything. And they make all these big things outside like that. But remember that before it was all about terrorists, this and that, and now they just have people sit in these sheds on the street. So sometimes even with cars passing very close by, as you can see here. Look, these little sheds, and there are people inside. Okay, I don't think it's making streets really beautiful. There's no cohesion or people like design wise that it looks great together, but okay. And there's a lot of garbage, something Dirk noticed, because I think they lowered the times to pick up the trash. They feel there's less tourists, so there's less need to clean up, but as you can see, there's a lot of garbage. People are still waiting in line for Supreme. I love to see dogs with sweaters on. Restaurants closed. Gonna drive by some a homeless shelter that I have donated to in the past. You see the Empire State Building in the back. You see, it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining.
And you feel good.
And I feel good. Bowery iconic magazines. This is the Bowery, and they made that name because it's originally a Dutch name. To build a place to build stuff. This is the Bowery Mission. See people waiting in line. They have been so much busier than ever. Okay, now we're crossing Houston Street. Or actually, we're not crossing yet. that place on the left, they always have murals of artists, and every time they had one really nice one that was Keith Haring inspired, but then at one point they started making it that different artists can, you know,
Make use of it.
yeah, make use of it and make art. And some are really nice, some are not. This looks like a nice one. On the right, we have Whole Foods, now owned by Amazon. When you would visit New York City, that would be a place I would take people to see what the supermarkets in America look like. They display all the apples and fruits in a really nice way. People on a bike. Just like we are driving around New York City now, normally before everything happened last year, this was impossible. There would be too much traffic. It was just, you couldn't have a tour through New York City unless you had like 4 hours and you have to cut and paste for all the times you had to stop in front of a traffic light. And now it's, yeah, you have some time to do it. And you can actually see things. And now you can actually look at the beautiful buildings. The air quality is much better here since the traffic has gone down, so that is good. There's a hotel here, the standard. Let's see, it doesn't look like there's more action. Dirk is giving us the touristic route. It's a subway station on the left. We're driving up to Union Square, 14th Street, and then we're gonna go to, maybe we can drive up Park Avenue and then go to Central Park. You know what? Maybe we should show where the mayor lives.
All the way up?
Yeah, because we've never showed that. And then we can see the Upper East Side, because the previous videos we showed downtown a few times, and then we saw Fifth Avenue. Maybe we can also cover Fifth Avenue going down.
Fifth Avenue, Washington, McDougal, Bleecker.
Yeah, for instance. But let's drive up Park Avenue and then show a little bit of Upper East Side. Oh yeah, they renovated the post office. So on 13th Street, next up is 14th Street and Union Square. Union Square also is like a location where they have a lot of protests. I saw your nose for a second. We can. Yeah, so even this park looks pretty quiet on this day. Even Starbucks here is quiet. I hope we'll have a lot of sunny days this winter, because if it would be gray, it would be so depressing here. They're really using up a lot of space. Also on the left is where they're usually during the week is the Union Square Farmers Market. Right there. And now we're on Park Avenue, and this is also areas where there are banks and financial things. If we go somewhere right at some point, there's the Gramercy Park. Yeah, maybe you can go right on the next one. See a little Gramercy Park. Police. Oh my god, look at these little cute houses. And people are actually inside. Look. Yeah, that's pretty cute.
You can take away our freedom, but you cannot take away our brunch.
Yeah. New Yorkers brunch, that's their one thing they love. Yes. And since they know now how to build very small, tiny buildings, you see them pop up everywhere. Streets are pretty empty. I mean, we're still in lockdown, don't get me wrong, but it's just weird to see New York City like this. It's cool. So we're driving towards Gramercy Park. And when I was younger, I would always stay at the old Gramercy Park Hotel. And it was very with old men in red velvet suits that were waiters. They were waiters and breakfast. And I would always order sunny side up eggs. That hotel has been renovated. It's on the right, but it's boring, so I'm not going to show you. But on the left is where this park is. And all the people that live around this park, they have a key to the park. So it's not a park that's open to the public. It's only the people that live in these fancy buildings, they have the key. So yeah, that's a little, they're beautiful buildings and houses around this area. See, there's a entrance door there to get into the park. So I don't have a key, so I cannot go in there. And now Dirk wants to show us Stuyvesant Town, which is an area of New York City that was supposed to be a new kind of little city within a city.
A new way of living.
A new way of living. And let's see what he means by that. So around here is also the hospital where Dirk was when he had his cardiac arrest. Beth Israel. They took good care of him. And on the right is also very nice parks. On the left and the right. This is, I forgot the name of this park. But we're back on 14th Street. So we went to Union Square, we drove up a little bit, we showed you Gramercy Park, we went down, and now we're going to the East Village to show you what the Stuyvesant Town looks like. And then we'll drive up and show you where the mayor lives. Because he lives on the Upper East Side. Mayor de Blasio. Or any mayor. They have Gracie's mansion at their disposal. They can live there if they want. I don't think Mayor Bloomberg did. But Mayor de Blasio is living there. So on the left is Stuyvesant Town. So all these buildings. Why are all these people in line? For Trader Joe's. Okay, that's crazy. People are selling stuff on the street. Now we'll go left to a part of Manhattan, which many people don't know about, I think. It's busy here. There's a lot of people selling stuff on the street. So this is a little... You always like walking here, right, Dirk?
It's just a weird part of the city.
Why?
It's different. It's completely different.
Yeah,
it's
they have
super
like...
organized and...
They have all these buildings.
Film this.
Yeah, look. This is what Stuyvesant Town looks like. So it's built like this, like a village. And it has all these streets and little corridors.
Their own little
Playground.
fitness, they have their own little child care.
Sorry, yeah. And they have park here. Don't know if it's easy to see, but they have really nice playgrounds. But then the buildings, they don't really, they're boring brown stone buildings with American flag. We're out of it again. So we went around, and now we see all the people again on the left that are selling stuff on the street. And the people waiting in line for the supermarket. This is probably in front of a church. You see, that's Mount Sinai, Beth Israel. That's where you were.
More on the other side.
Yeah. Mount Sinai is different places, different buildings. So I'm just showing you what it looks like driving here.
So this is the
And on the right again is all the Stuyvesant Town, the village. And it's very close to the East River. So some of these apartments probably have a really nice view.
And then it goes over into Peter Cooper Village here.
Okay, so and this is Peter Cooper Village. It's on that building too. I do see a little more taxis driving than 3 months ago. Or maybe it's because there's less regular cars or Ubers. It feels like there's less cars. This area is where a lot of NYU hospitals are. Or, they have a specialty building for everything. The Bellevue Hospital is there on the right. I believe it's a public hospital, but others are, like NYU is that considered a public or a private hospital? And NYU Langone, I think it's private.
Depends. You have private physicians in there. I don't know. It's but they do have coupons and stuff like that to cater to everybody.
Yeah. And this is NYU Langone. So this is an area where there's a lot of hospitals. This is the entrance of NYU Langone. But in New York, well, in other places they might have different, or they have one building for the whole hospital. In New York, there's spread throughout the city. They have different buildings for different specialties.
But if you're in trouble, they just get you to the closest hospital.
Yeah. Interesting architecture here. Another park on the left. We're already at 36th Street. Now we're getting to the United Nations, which is that building on the right. And this is an empty lot. I wonder what they're going to build here, but the UN is a very important building for the city. And as you can see, I don't know if you could totally see, but it's the East River. So I'm sure all these offices and places have a beautiful view of the river.
Jesus.
The Con Edison. So yeah, when they have important speeches, they go here. And they have no flags out. So maybe nothing's happening there right now. Normally there's a lot of flags of all the countries involved. So this is the entrance of the United Nations. No flags out, so it's less recognizable. You might have seen it. There was actually, okay, yeah, that's the UN flag. You might have seen it on TV. And there's a Trump building on the left. That building right there. Trump World Tower. So, as you see, it's 50th Street. We're driving a little bit up the hill towards Upper East Side. You see here on the right, there's this tent, so people can sit there, but the cars drive by really fast. So, yeah, I don't think that it feels very safe. Pretty nice though to just drive like this. There's almost no traffic. This is one of the bridges that goes to Queens, the Adcock Queensboro Bridge.
There's also where the cable car is at that bridge.
Yeah. And some people love living in the Upper East Side. th Street.
This normally would take
Hours.
an hour or an hour and a half.
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, we should really cherish this.
Yeah, Bear Burger on the right.
Oh.
Dirk's favorite restaurant.
Yes, so we're
chain.
gonna eat Bear Burger tonight. It's Sunday. Film the woman who almost bumped into our car just a minute ago. Because you get your license together with a pack of butter here.
th Street. one point we have to go right. It's cute. So we just want to pay a visit to the mayor of New York City to show you where the mayor lives. And every mayor has this place to live. It's an old colonial house. Okay, we have to go around.
I'm not sure.
Or left. Here, this is you can go left here. So back at the East River, right there. Oh, that car really went off-road. Oops. So, what was I gonna say?
This is also where people went to protest. When
Yes.
the looting was going
When
on.
the looting was going on and the fireworks were being lit, people were like, the mayor doesn't care, so let's just go to his place and make sound so he cannot sleep. And the next day, the mayor did something about the neighborhoods that were full of these protests. On the right, there's also, what do you call it? A walkway. You see in the back? I don't know if you can see it, but
Promenade.
a promenade. Watch out here.
Do you want to drive, maybe?
And then you can walk next to the East River, and it's really nice. And then there's the park here. So this is Gramercy Park, or called Church Park. It's officially called. And it's pretty nice. I think it looks like they don't want you to drive to the mayor, but you could see the house.
Maybe if we drive around.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, look, they're having.
But this says something, right?
Okay, so we have to go around. Let's see what it looks like. York Avenue. You see some people have it like this. They just have a tent out. Yeah, possible. Look, you'll see the house in the front. Okay, so we're driving, and the house you see in the back, that's where Mayor de Blasio lives and his wife Charlene. It's a beautiful old historical house with some nice property. Apparently there's also a secret getaway underneath the park. So this is the park around it. There's a secret getaway apparently going to the highway. That's what I heard, because the highway is going underneath. But now you've seen, this is where the mayor lives. That's why there's a lot of police presence, because now many people like him. There's a lot of security around it. Okay, and then you get a little bit of a view of the beautiful East River. And my battery is low.